Hello, my excellent viewers. This is Satellite Media. Mr. Paul, yes, I understand you are from Plateau State, and we are looking at Bodejo, the chairman of Miyetti Allah. He was arrested some time ago over forming a vigilante group without the consent of federal government. He was charged to court on terrorism-related issues. He was released at a point, but currently he's in custody. The military arrested him, and he had been in detention, but people were clamoring for his defense, for his release, I mean to say. But yesterday, he was dragged to court, and the court granted government authorities 60 days to detain him, because they say they are investigating him for banditry and in possession of firearm. And the argument of the military is that he instigated some persons to attack the military, and the military personnel recorded some level of injury. But do you think Bodejo should always be friend, or should always be detained by the government?
Actually, for me, a person like that, I think it shouldn't be free. A person like that should be whole, and a person like that, they should continue to investigate on every criminal act which he has been doing. And by that, if the government discover after their investigation, they have discovered that he has been involved into many things which has to do with terrorism, with banditry, then the government should go and keep him where he belongs. And of course, you know where he belongs. He should be in the prison. People like that should be in the prison. I think by doing that, it will make the people that are supporting the criminal act to avoid all those things, and it will give a playing ground for every citizen of Nigeria to come up, to live a life that we are supposed to live. But as it is right now, I'm very sure many villagers, even my mother's village in Riom, they have attacked the village. So you can see that the terror act in the north is something that day by day it continue. We pray and we hope that one day all these things will stop. Thank you.
Okay, you were always talking about attack in Plateau by a Fulani herdsmen, and Bodejo is the chairman of Miyetti Allah. We understand that Miyetti Allah is the organization that is involved in cattle rearing. Do you think, because their concern is that they need to protect their cows, and that government do not have the capacity to help them protect cow?
Actually, nobody is touching their cow, nobody is harming their cow. Maybe they will just come up with a scenario that people are they are doing anything or stealing their cow. Nobody is doing that. Nobody is doing that. In fact, they were the problem, because any village they go, instead of living in peace with the people in the villages, they begin to seek a way of how they will be the head, or how they will dominate that place where they were. Despite the fact that that place is not their own, they just came from nowhere and the people accommodate them, but then they still want to show that yes, they have every right, to claim that place, which is not supposed to be like that. So a person like that, who is the chairman of the Miyetti Allah, if the Miyetti Allah have been supporting things that are wrong, let the federal government sue them. Let the federal government hold them responsible for every illegal activities that they are doing. This is what I have to say.
Okay, now, because the other time he was arrested, he was accused of terrorism. He was charged to court, but the Nigerian Federation approached the court and the case was dropped. Now, people argue then that federal government ought to extend the same gesture to Nnamdi Kanu, who understand court of appeal at the point the charges are acquitted, no federal government appeal that case. But the point is, should they see grant him bail, or rather release him now, or drop the charges against him? Do you think the clamor for release of Nnamdi Kanu will go higher?
Nnamdi Kanu is a person that they should just bail him without. They should just release him. There is nothing like bailing him, because after all, they did not found him in doing any crime activities. This is a man that we all know what he stands for. It's just like me now. Today I will wake up and tell the Nigerian government, see, we are tired of this country. We just want to go. is there a crime for me to say, see, oh, I want to take my people out of this, I want to take them to the better land? So for me personally, it's a person that did not do anything that deserved to be locked. He don't do anything that he deserved to be in prison. Why are the Nigerian government keeping him for so long? It's because they know the truth, and they know that this man stands for the truth. And this man, many people in this Nigerian, they do not know that this Nnamdi Kanu stand for freedom of all Nigeria. It's not only for Biafra. Because if this man stand, and if this man find his way, found his ground, and do what he wanted to do, people's eyes will open. And I believe that, the Nigerian we have, which we are not too far from the people of the Igbo, which we are not, we are not too far, which I believe if he emerged as a leader of the indigenous people of the Biafra, I believe he will extend his support and his love to the people who want freedom, to the people who want to live a better life that they deserve to live. Like the killing that has been taking place in the Middle Belt, which I believe is going to stand with the people and is going to help the people. But many people in Nigeria will not see it as a better choice, as a better option. Most especially the corrupt leaders of this country, because their own is to always, selfish interest, accumulate wealth of the country. That's what they have. But if they have a good intention like Nnamdi Kanu, they will never delay by releasing him. By now, he should be a free man. I even accept Tinubu. I personally, I accept. I expected Tinubu to, release Nnamdi Kanu by now. But I don't know what is taking him so long by doing that.
Okay, now let's look at Nigeria as it is today. If Nigeria were to divide, I understand you're from Plateau, where we play to be.
Of course, I believe that Plateau people will definitely have a place to be. I believe we definitely have a place to be. Yes, because I believe that every state, I can just tell people that every state in Nigeria, God has already given them resources. It's just that they don't have eyes to see, they cannot see. That is why they will not work towards that resources which God has given them for the benefit, for the betterment of the life of their people. So if today everybody should go his way, I believe that life will be more good, life will be more sweet. It's going to be more sweet than living in this one Nigeria that they enslave us. Because me personally, a person from the Middle Belt or a person from the North, however you will say it, I can assure to you we are living in slavery. Because even the leader in Plateau State, they are not doing so well. That's the truth. Everybody will just come and steal money. But by the time everybody gets his way, I am very sure all this stealing, all this embezzlement will not be there, because Nigeria is too big. And everybody will just come and steal money and go. 4 years, every new government will come and steal money and go, and nobody will talk, and because the system has allowed them to continue doing that. So I believe personally that we have a place to be. It's not something that is going to make us to feel dismay, or we are going to feel as if nothing will happen when it comes to the division of this country. Definitely we will have a place to be.
I understand that definitely you have a place, but the point is, I know that naturally everywhere have natural resources. What I mean a place, or rather where Plateau State will be, I thought about Arewa, Oduduwa, Biafra.
Of course, I believe that if we can make a line, for me personally, I think if you will make an alignment with any nation, make it with a nation that your people will live at peace. Even if we are to join Oduduwa, for me personally, I would say it's fine. Because Oduduwa people, we all know them. They are not people that you will see their state instigating violence. The Christian and the Muslim, they are living happily. Unlike us in the North. If I'm a Muslim and I have a brother, a Christian, I am telling you, we don't live in love like the way Yoruba people are living. That is why I always tell the Yoruba people, I love them with that spirit. Let them continue like that. It's a good spirit. But for us, and at the same time, we the North, we should open our eyes. We should learn from them on how they are living their life. They do not value religion more than human life. They value life more than religion. And I believe even God in heaven value life more than human life.
Okay, now finally on this, Mr. Paul, the last election of 2023, we saw people in Plateau, people in Southern Kaduna voting massively for P2B. Why that love?
Of course, people massively vote for Peter Obi, because I can assure to you, we in the Middle Belt, I can assure to you, our eyes, somehow, we are clever more than the far North. Because the far North, I can assure to you, they do not encourage them to go to school. highest, they finish their class 6. Some of them did not even go to class 6. From there they will start trades. And people are supposed to expose themselves by knowing how the world is moved. They should study, they should know how the world is moved. They should be able to read about other religion. Like me now, I'm able to know about the religion of the Hindus, how they are doing their things. Not about even the Islamic. I am able to understand how the Islamic function and how many people that are idol worshiper. I am able to study them. But I came to the realization that the best in this life is to live in peacefully with humanity. And I discovered that those religion and with those people, most of them, they love peace. Why is it we in the middle belt, our people, they do not know what it means to live in peace, to live in humanity with one another? The problem is that most of their youth, they do not expose their eyes to the reality. That is why we continue to live in the darkness. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. This is a good place to let you go. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Matthew.
You're welcome.
And this is Satellite.
Yeah.